Okay, on this video I'm going to show you how to make a kind of like a stroller attachment for if you have a baby and a toddler, or even for parents. You can actually go shopping, take a break, sit down on that while the baby's in the seat. It's all pretty much made out of wood, pipe fittings, galvanized pipe, a little seat. But I'll show you all this on the video on how to put it together. This comes apart. Put it away down there, and now you got kind of like a skateboard effect. Okay, I'm going to give you a list of items you're going to need to make that little bike attachment. I'm using like a 4-inch caster, swivelable. I'm using two 1-inch galvanized pipe flanges. This is a 1x10, but it actually measures about 9 1/4, 2x4, and basically miscellaneous screws. And what I did, I cut it down roughly right at 20 1/2, and again it's 9 1/4 wide. I got a 2x4, which in turn I cut it down to 9 1/2 as well. So I've already I printed out something. It's 9 1/4 with an arch on it. That is basically a template on what I'm going to cut to round off the back end of the attachment. Here is basically the start of the arch and the center of the arch coming straight across. The center of the circle where the flange is going to go, and that's just basically a ballpark on where the caster is going to go, which is going to be down on the bottom. I pre-drilled the holes. These are 1/4-inch holes that I made. What I basically did is I laid the flange right there, drilled the holes. You can see the template. So there's the flange. Then I matched up the two side holes with the caster. You can see it right there. So there's the two holes of the caster. Then I marked the other two holes down the bottom. And if you can see, this is going to go on the bottom, like so. This will attach to the stroller after I screw everything in. These are electrical Minilac straps, 1/2 inch for a 1/2 inch EMT conduit. And you'll see that's what's going to attach to the stroller, keep everything solid. And kind of a sample of what it's going to look. That would be kind of a skateboard effect, where the person or the child can actually stand up, hold the handle of the stroller. As you turn, that wheel will turn and follow the stroller. I'm going to start putting it together. That way you have an idea of what it looks like and how it comes together. The pipe flange, you'll need two. One for the bottom, one for the top, which is going to be the bottom of the chair or seat. I found a bicycle seat cover at the dollar store. So it's just basically a cheapo little foam. And what I did, this is basically a piece of the 1x10. I got that bicycle seat, folded it in the cushion, laid it there, drew a little template. As you can see, I can use my jigsaw, or what do you call it, little saw, that scroll saw. I used a little scroll saw to cut this out. So now this basically fits on there. Tighten this down, and it looks like a regular bicycle seat. You can see where I have pretty much already pre-drawn where the flange is going to go. Now, that's trash. There's one flange, here's the other flange, and you'll have a seat where the child can sit down. I'm going to put it together real quick and show you what it looks like. I still got to round off the edges. I'm going to paint it black so it looks nice, but we'll come back in a second. Okay, here's the little attachment put together. There's the Menolac straps that hold onto the stroller itself. I got a bar that goes across. And there's the pipe flange. There's the caster. So as you turn the stroller, it basically follows right along. Okay, this comes with like Phillip type screws. I replace those Phillip screws with these little hand ones so I can be out and about, and if I need to disconnect it, I don't need any tools. I just unscrew it by hand. On this 2x4 here that connects, you can see I got some screws. They're about 1.5 inches. They come up probably a good 1 to 1.5 inches up. I'm sorry, probably come up about 1 inch. If you get a string or something, you can secure it down. And because I'm sure as you're walking, that'll kind of get in the way. And when your child doesn't want to stand on it, you just kind of fold it up. Now you can see the pipe flange. I want to show you what it looks like with the seat. Okay, there's that. I've got the pipe, piece of 1 inch galvanized pipe right there. Just screw it down. Everything's just kind of hand tight right now. Okay. I had got some PVC first. Found it to be too flimsy and afraid that it was going to snap at the threads. So I went for something sturdy. And actually, if you're shopping or whatever, even like I can be at the mall, having my wife shop, and I just kind of rest. Might be good for the dads that are shopping with the mom. I've got an 8-year-old. So he's going to be using it either sitting down or standing up. He'll be standing up and standing here, just like that. Okay. And as you move around, it's pretty neat. Kind of a rough draft. I still got to use the router, round it down, paint everything black. I'll show you the final product here in a bit. Okay, we basically have the stroller attachment finished up. My son Christopher's going to sit down so we can show you how it works. Go ahead and sit down. He sits down. You're going to have a little baby on there. And as we're walking around, we'll just be pushing him around. And
are you talking to the camera?
Yeah.
Oh gosh.
Whoa. Okay, we'll just turn around. There we go. Or what we can also do, get up for a second. Get off. And if you want to use it like a skateboard, what we do is, well, wait a second, see. Unscrew this. Tuck it away underneath. And then he stands on it. And then we push him around while the baby's on board. And there we go.
It's kind of hard because there's no baby on here.
Right?
Yes.
Well, that's the finished product. So hopefully y'all find this useful, and maybe one of y'all want to make it yourself. Thanks a lot.
Wait. If you want to make it like a